Have you ever slipped when you were doing chores? It's not fun, but the right pair of boots can mean the difference between staying upright or going down in a puddle of muck. For the best non-slip boots on the market, head to Blaine's Farm and Fleet. It's time again for the ALCIVIA Co-op Talk. Yep, that's a regular program brought to you courtesy of ALCIVIA to make sure that you're connected with all the different facets of service that they provide all of their customers from the farm gate into town. And joining us today, Tom Volkert. He's their Energy Products Specialist and a fellow that's been keeping his eyes on an awful lot of screens since, well, before 2022. But things have got more exciting in the new calendar year, haven't they, Tom?
Yeah, they really have. And I kind of wanted to touch on diesel fuel first. Thanks for having me on. Diesel fuel, we haven't seen this high since 2014. Mm-hmm. Last October, we saw the price peak before selling off on Black Friday. So if we're looking at trends-wise, we're really seeing that price start to trend higher now, and that's supported by demand destruction from the Omicron variant. And now we're looking for kind of that next sell-off.
Well, and we have to remember that diesel is an important fuel, but not every manufacturing facility across the United States is producing it right now. And there is strong world demand for those kinds of components too, right, Tom? I know, energy is not just a domestic issue. That's a global situation.
Oh, absolutely. And, jumping back to LP as well, 60 to 65% of what we are making now is exports. So we're actually becoming a world production now as well, and that's tied right to crude.
Mm-hmm. How do you guys at ALCIVIA try to stay ahead of these kinds of things? I mean, your job is to do risk management for the cooperative. That's got to be tricky business. I mean, you must be talking to brokers and traders every day.
We're watching the graphs. We're watching year to date. Historically, when's the best time to buy? And it's a little different right now because usually this is a good month to contract diesel fuel, but it's just not queuing up for us right at this moment. I think we're going to see a better price, but we're just trying to do the best we can to assess that risk and look for buying opportunities for our customers.
When I've talked with other energy specialists within ALCIVIA, Tom, they've also mentioned, here we are in the upper Midwest. And when it comes to some of the supply chain situations with energy, like LP, things like that, you've really got to make sure that you're protecting yourself from a geographic standpoint, too.
Yeah, absolutely. When you look at LP, the volatility is really just going to continue throughout the next year or so, and probably beyond. So it's always a good idea to contract 70, 80% of your needs for the year. And, I always go 100% because as well as me, if you start to try to outguess the market, it's probably not going to happen on LP. So what we try to do is buy at the best price for our customers, and then we offer that contracted price in the spring or in the summertime, and then we give our customers the opportunity to contract those gallons so they're taken care of for the year.
Right. Yeah. Peace of mind. That's worth something, especially when you look at all the volatility we're dealing with in the marketplace. So what kinds of conversations are you suggesting people continue to have with their ALCIVIA representative, Tom? Like you said, a lot of our farms are experiencing high input costs for everything. Should they be talking to their diesel provider, their LP provider, and, at least getting some of those positions covered for 2022?
Yes, and the fact that, we're always looking at this. So it's kind of a moving target. Right now probably isn't, the exact moment, but there is going to be buying opportunities. There is going to be dips in the market where we can buy. So, yeah, it's a good idea to call in, check where prices are at. Just ask for a quick market overview. And, myself, I'm eager to share that information, and information's power. So, we're just trying to do the best by our customers.
Yeah. So if I called and I said, okay, I know I'm going to need X thousand gallons of fuel grade diesel, can I won't say put a position in, but do you guys kind of have any of those tools available for somebody that's looking at a lot of gallons? If the price gets here, lock me in kind of thing?
So how I do it is I use a spreadsheet, and so do the rest of the salespeople here at ALCIVIA. You put the count and the prices into this spreadsheet, and this allows us to create a floor and a ceiling of the prices that you're looking to contract and hope to lock in at. if that's the conversation you have with your salesperson, that's something that we'll record and make sure that you get a call.
That's how fast things can change, folks. Tom Volkert along with us, Energy Products Specialist with ALCIVIA. Like he said, maybe now is not exactly the right time to pull the trigger on everything you need as far as diesel or LP, but it is worth monitoring when it comes to the fluctuations we've seen in world supplies. The ALCIVIA folks like Tom are on it for you. All you need to do is contact them and let them know what you're looking for, what price you're comfortable with, and like he said, what your ceiling is as well. Tom Volkert, Energy Product Specialist with ALCIVIA. Remember, you can find out more and contact all of your energy products connections at ALCIVIA.com. And that, my friends, is the ALCIVIA Co-op Talk for today with Tom Volkert, Energy Product Specialist. When outside temperatures dip, it's time again to winterize your barn. Find everything you need to seal up or cover potential wind sources, keep your feed room well organized, and ensure your animals are well fed at your one-stop shop, Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Blaine's Farm